Just noticed. Oops, good morning. I did just notice in time that I had the mute button on. Oops. At least I didn't start talking too much before undoing that. So good morning, Diane. I just love that little JR. Oh, so cute, so cute, so cute. Anyway, we're here for the daily LENORMAND card spread reading, but being a weekend, of course, it's always going to be with a little difference. It's not the usual deck that I use, the weekly one. It's the weekday one. Not that I assign them, but I've gotten in the habit of doing that. So there we go. What we're doing is, you'll see in a sec, I've just added a little extra because I found it in the drawer. Here we go. Let's move over to our cards. Certainly tap into your intuitive senses, okay, and your spiritual connection as you're moving into this. And especially for those who are late, it's past 8 o'clock and there's only one watching. For those who are in replay, tap in and get your connection happening to spirit. So there may be some of you who know exactly what these things are. Do you know what they are? They are called runes. Here we go. I'll show the card that explains them. And I don't know whether it's going to focus. There, runes. And you'll see how dusty, dirty and horrid my little laminated card is. I did these many, many, many years ago. And it's just been sitting in the drawer. As I've moved house every time, it's just been packed and sit in the drawer. I haven't used them much. So they're actually symbols from ancient origins that were used like the throwing of the bones, similar thing, but these are runes. They have symbols. They have meanings as you actually cast them, like the charms and the trinkets that I have in this box. This box, very similar in some respects, though these are little charms. In this one, it is runes, and there is a particular way historically of using them. I'm just going to, mash it up a little bit. I'm going to do it just a little differently, and they are extremely dusty. They're not sealed. Here's the back of one. And you can see they are just the plain clay. I haven't actually polished them up or sealed them in any way. And as you can see, there we go. There's dust on my fingers already. As I dipped them out on my cloth, I'm going to have to wash the cloth again. So there we go. There's the runes. I'm going to cast. Oh, God, they are dirty. They are very dusty. So let me just do that. I might have to have a cloth on my lap to wipe my fingers. Yes. So, whoops, bumped my table. I have got the Bluebird LENORMAND this morning. So what I was going to do was just pair a rune or pair a card with a rune, and I'm just going to do the 3. So effectively would sort of have a 6 card meaning or a 3 paired meaning or whatever. We'll see, because it's a little bit of an adventure, isn't it, trying something new. And here we go, Alison, good morning to you. Trying something a bit different, not just the buttons this time. This time it's using some cards with some runes. I didn't know it. Do either of you know what runes are? Have you ever had a reading with a rune? Here's the one. We've got, whoops, I've got to put it up high, don't I? What we've got is a letter. We have stars, and then we have, whoops, upside down, we've got the bear. So that's the cards that we're going to have this morning. So it's the letter, star, and bear. And I'm just going to go like this with these and choose 3. 1, 2, and a 3. And I'll leave them placed that way because I do believe that whether they're reversed or otherwise is meaningful. So let's just have a look at what these are. Now, the letter we know And here's Alison saying, yes, you do know the runes, owned some but never knew how to read them. Well, that's sort of how I've owned them for yonks, years, like when I first started exploring different tools. And this was in the very early days, around 2004, when I started back into reading tarot, learning tarot, reading tarot. I probably picked these up around that same couple of years, and never really got into reading them fully, learning how to, because this set is so dusty and ick to handle. So if I like the feel of doing runes again, using runes, learning and growing those, I might switch out and buy something that's got smoothness around it, like polished crystals or something like that with the symbols, because these are really weird to handle. It's like holding a bit of clay, not even fired, although they'd have to be, otherwise they'd crumble and disappear. But it's like that. And hi, Michaela, lovely to have you here. Time for the Ros news. Much better than politics. Oh, yes, although I haven't voted yet. We do still need to do that. So thank you for that. I like that, Ros news. Cute. No, you haven't had a reading using them. So, your daughter can read them. Oh, that'd be wonderful to have her on as a guest. Would you be open to that? That'd be great fun, wouldn't it? Have a Saturday or a Sunday morning with an extension or an extra. Have a session that's going to be open to having rune reading. That's hard to say. Reading with the runes. I'll say it that way. Okay, what we've got here first. Now, we're using the Bluebird LENORMAND. Here we go. I will bring the cards up. They're hard to handle one-handed. And I wish it would be so nice if this camera would focus better. So this surprise letter from a place remote brings good news from a friend who wrote, if the words pretend a stormy sky, sadness will soon intensify. I see more so that letters are a happy thing, because these days it's such a lovely surprise to get them in the mail. So when you have personal letters from a friend, write one. If you're not reading one, receiving one, write one. So here we've got Kim saying good morning. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Kim. Oh, look, hey, that's part of it. I started out not confident on live streaming, and look at me now. You start out one step at a time, and it'd be so much fun to step through this together and learn as we go, wouldn't it? I'd love to do that. Certainly. I would love to do that. It would be something different. Now, so paired with the letter, so we're either receiving or writing a letter. To me, it's something that's really happy. Now, I am going to lift this up so that I can see which one it is. Can you see that there? It is such small writing, so excuse me. What it looks like is that Berkana growth here. So it's this symbol, if it focuses. Berkana, fertility, get rid of resistance, a time for new beginnings and start that new project. So that's this rune here. So what we're looking at is this one at the moment. Oh, did I move my table? Feels like something shifted. Let me go that way a bit with it. So with this one here, that's what it means, is fertility, get rid of the resistance, a time for new beginnings and start that new project. With this letter, what you're going to be communicating is, it feels to me with that as the meaning in general of that rune, that what we're looking at is, it could be that you are writing, in the younger days, well, I did have, in the younger days in school, when there wasn't all this internet connection and everything, we had pen pals. And it's certainly something that my mum and her sister used to do when they were children, when they were young, and they grew up continuing that letter and friendship with a pen pal. So maybe it's something for you to strike up a new friendship with somebody. And these days it could be continuing communication on Facebook or one of the social media pages, and start chatting where it's really bringing in some little insights about each other, that you're starting on a new pathway of a new friendship. That could be what the meaning of this is. It's letting go of your resistance. So, because that's what the rune card, well, they're not cards, but the rune, the symbol, is suggesting a new pathway and something new. Fertility, having things grow. So, and it can start from one letter, okay? A letter starts from one symbol, which is a letter of an alphabet. Join together with other letters to create a word. Join together with other words to create a sentence. Join together with other sentences to create a story. So grow that and shift into that new pathway of doing, of being in connection with someone else or with the words that you write. You might be starting a book or something significant like that. Now we're going to move over. Here you go. Michaela's just saying you're greatly confident pressing buttons. Yes, it's taken lots of practice. I've been doing this a few years. It's not just the 3 years I've been doing the daily LENORMAND card spread readings, or 3 years plus. It's been many years. But it's not that is the point that I made. We start from that first position of here we've got the tools, you learn to use them, and practice does make perfect. The imperfection is the perfection, because we are continually growing and advancing. And the more you do something, the more confident you grow in everything. Because we all started driving our cars by putting a foot on a pedal, foot on the brake, clutch, gear shift, all that. We combine them all, lots of multiple tasks, and we drive now without even thinking. That's how easy it is. It does only take that first step, the icebreaker, that type of thing. So get on it. Get pens out, paper, write, all that sort of stuff. Lovely. Now, we've got the second card that's, more the central one, I suppose I'd call it, because we've got 3 cards. Shining stars bright in the light. Whoopsie. Bodes joy from afar where happiness lies. In starlight dreams come true. Hope is in sight. Success is in view. So here we go, another confirmation with the star. Dreams do come true. So what we are doing is stepping up. We're growing. We're bringing it to the fore. It's just such a happy symbol to have that star shining bright for us. It's guiding our way too. Now with this rune symbol, let's see, which one is it? Is it on that on that page? I'm just trying to make it focus, because I think this one's got the double side. No, it's over this way. So maybe it's, hang on. That one's a flip one, not a turn one. Hang on. Let's see. We have that double. Oh, have a look at that. I think that's the fertility symbol that is there. What do you think? This one, fertility, Ignos, Inguz. New beginnings, birth of projects, ideas or life. Yeah, strength, now attainable to complete, resolve or achieve those things started. Wow, what a story we're creating with this one, and just 2 cards, 2 runes so far. So that is about new beginnings, birth of projects and things. So let's get to it. So if it's something that you are actually looking at, is doing some writing, creating words from letters to sentences to paragraphs to chapters to books, relevant for me because I'm shifting into doing some of that. So, and not just because it's my message, it certainly can be for each and every one of you. Whatever you're reading at the moment, whatever you're actually, whatever you've got as your bright, shiny star, your dream, it's moving into it. So take advantage of that through the day today. Be open and aware for those symbols that you're receiving that are going, the signs and symbols that are going to help you get your dream happening and shift it really into a full gear for that. It's going to be absolutely fabulous, I feel. So, wow, wonderful, wonderful. It's certainly bringing joy to my heart because of where I'm headed with some of my dreams. Wonderful, wonderful. And good morning, Shaz. Lovely to have you here. There we go. Wide awake and here, present. Now, we've got the bear as this third card. So the next step in the progress for our day. Brawny and bold, here is the bear. Your financial positions, you should be aware. Spend your resources with wisdom and care. Use your power to be strong and fair. Now, the bear card is a bit more about work and what we have in our situations for earning our income and for creating that which is our abundance. So, and usually, especially if you're in business, when we started our own business way back, it was you've got to spend money to make money. So it is giving us that fair warning to be careful how we're investing our money, where it's being spent, but it's also the ability that we have to bring it in, to earn, to actually attract our abundance. Now, what this rune symbol is, let's have a look, see which one that is. Without having looked, what one is it? Well, it's the top one, but it's upside down. So here we go. It is the self. Would you say that's that symbol there, upside down? Oh, let me take that away. What one have we got? Yes, it is. So it's this one here, upside down. Okay, there is significance in upside down, but I don't know what that is. I just know that it is. Let me have a look. Reversed. Runes reversed or upright describe the situation at present. Just because the rune's reversed doesn't mean that the situation or question you asked is negative. It means examine the situation. It may be best to wait and be patient, get the guidance that comes with that. Okay, so what we have with this, that is the Manaz and fertility up the top. No, this one's the self, isn't it? So it's a time to change and growth. Establish a loving relationship with yourself and others. It's dependence on others. Wow. So this is actually gaining your own confidence in yourself. So perfect time, Michaela, for your daughter to join in with me and we can learn the runes together online for others to learn at the same time. Now, I think that's a jolly good idea. So here we are, just for the fun of it to start with, and then she may be able to earn some income for herself doing readings with runes. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. It's the energy exchange of what we can share. It has value. And we do like to, I think it's quite valid to expect some exchange of energies, e.g. money, or goods, because in the old days it was bartering with goods. If you needed something, you exchanged. So here we go with the bear, creating that sense of self-worth in how we're bringing in our income, bringing in our livelihoods, satisfying our need to do things. It's not just about the money, because we don't have that sense that we can sit around doing nothing all day. Even though it's possible, we as humans have a sense of need to be doing activity, creating, starting new things like we've got here in these previous two cards, moving forward on a wonderful new project. And really here with this Manaz card about self, it really is fulfilling our sense of self and bringing in that self-confidence to actually keep moving forward with these other new projects and gaining that momentum to be able to do that. Just feels so right, doesn't it? So I think that's a wonderful way to start our day. We've explored some runes. We've got some wonderful insight about new things that we're going to be starting, creating, growing from today. So with that, definitely step out in your day today. Don't forget to vote. If you haven't voted yet, if you're in Australia, we do have a federal election in progress, and today is the last opportunity for us to do our voting. So don't forget to vote if you've already done that, because remember, it is compulsory if you are on the electoral roll that you must vote. So at least step into your electoral booth thing with consciousness and awareness that we do make a difference with just being that one number that adds up to the rest, and whatever the result may be. That's all I'll say about politics. Just don't forget that. But take into heart what these cards And the runes say, here they are. Come back to that and have another look, just to, you know, really have that sticky beaker, the connection of what the different tools that we use, what the different signs that we have around and about us can tell us, how they can actually guide us. Have an open awareness of what our spiritual connection is showing us through our day as we step through. There can be, you know, there's the different, you know, sort of recognised as 6 different clairs. You know, the clair, sentience, audience, voyance, audio, you know, all of the different ones. I'm pretty sure that's what I learned when I did the course way back too. So it's certainly have an openness and awareness for what messages you're receiving through the day. Okay, and here we go. I'll do Diane's first because you've got very interesting. Thanks, Ros. It is very interesting. When I opened the drawer and saw them there, I thought, Spirit's telling me to use those because it's where my eyes went first up. There it was. And that bag's usually in the back. And I thought, well, I don't know how they got to the front. Who knows with Spirit? But there you go. Supposed to have them there today. So take note of those different messages you're receiving too, like I got told. No uncertain terms, really. Use the runes. Have a go. Vote away so we can get a new government. Hey, look, it'll be a new mix, whichever it is, whichever way it goes. And we are lucky to have the ability to vote. Certainly there are some countries that don't have the same level of freedoms. And, hi, Susan. Yes, you're in the US. Thank you so much for a wonderful and important reading. Yes, you've strongly been thinking of writing. I'd love to read it, Susan, because I know your story's wonderful. Thank you for contributing there. And thank you, Kim. Everyone have a great day. Absolutely support that. So be the best that you can be, and we'll see you at another time, at least tomorrow morning around the 8 o'clock. I may pop in as ad hoc sightings or whatever today. Who knows? I just love the ability to be able to pop in whenever we can sometimes and get writing. Yes, get writing. It doesn't have to be a book. That one was a letter. Okay, the card is a letter, but writing starts with one letter of an alphabet, and it doesn't have to be English. If you are learning another language, that might be something that you're starting off new and you need to read the letters of a new language and learn in that way and step through. Spanish, Arabic, whatever, Chinese, Japanese, all sorts. Aren't those characters beautiful? I love the Arabic writing style too. It's beautiful. Anyway, website copies. How are you writing today, Shaz? Exactly. All sorts of different purposes and reasons why we write, why we read, why we need language. It's to understand each other. And that's why I think certainly connect with your spiritual guidance each and every step of the way. Be present in your day for those moments that matter. And listening is the best way to understanding and then expressing ourselves. Okay, happy writing and have a happy day. We'll see you tomorrow or later today, whatever. Namaste.